Hi, I'm Rhonda at Carnivore Leo, bringing you news you can use from the carnivore community. Tonight's topic is about high blood pressure, also known as hypertension. High blood pressure is very common and it affects 47% of adults in the U.S. Hypertension is a serious medical condition where the force of blood flowing through the arteries is higher than normal. This condition is often referred to as the silent killer because it can go undetected for a long period of time and may show no symptoms. Blood pressure is measured in millimeters of mercury and recorded as two numbers. The first number is the systolic pressure that measures the pressure in the arteries when the heart beats or contracts. The second number is the diastolic pressure, which measures the pressure in the arteries when your heart rests between beats. According to the American Heart Association's website, as shown here, their guidelines define stage 1 hypertension, shown in the gold color, as blood pressure at or above 130 over 80 millimeters of mercury. Stage 2 hypertension, shown in orange, is defined as a blood pressure reading at or above 140 over 90. So if your blood pressure is not less than the normal range of 120 over 80, as shown in green, you are considered at risk for hypertension. The American Heart Association also recommends no more than 2,300 milligrams a day of sodium and an ideal limit of less than 1,500 milligrams per day for most adults, especially for those with high blood pressure. In Dr. Tony Hampton's YouTube video entitled "What I've Learned About the Root Cause of Hypertension," he stated that the current model is focused on reducing sodium as well as making sure you take your medicine, and that model is a great way to manage your high blood pressure problem. But if you really want to reverse your hypertension, we have to get to the root cause of why you have high blood pressure in the first place. Dr. Tony and I recently had a conversation about this topic because so many people have poorly controlled blood pressure in spite of their doctor's recommendation to restrict sodium and take their blood pressure medications. I shared with Dr. Tony that prior to my carnivore journey, I was diagnosed with hypertension. I was prescribed 3 different medications and told to reduce my sodium intake to less than 1,500 milligrams per day. I suffered side effects from the medication, such as fatigue, swelling in my feet and ankles, and had heart palpitations. Additionally, the antihypertensive medications didn't seem to be very effective in reducing my blood pressure. I desperately wanted to become medication-free. Fortunately, I found out about the carnivore lifestyle, and after 3 months of following a strict carnivore diet of beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, my blood pressure normalized, even with my increased sodium consumption via electrolytes. Dr. Tony told me that hypertension is a sugar problem and that the root cause of hypertension is a hyperinsulin state known as hyperinsulinemia. Hyperinsulinemia happens when you have a higher amount of insulin in your blood than what's considered healthy due to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance happens when cells in your muscles, fat, and liver don't respond as they should to insulin. The development of insulin resistance typically increases insulin production, or hyperinsulinemia, so that your body can maintain healthy blood sugar levels. Dr. Tony stated that hyperinsulinemia is caused primarily by eating excessive carbohydrates. So low carb, keto, and carnivore can reverse hypertension over time. Now, it all makes sense to me that after cutting out all the sugar and carbohydrates from my diet, that as my insulin and glucose levels dropped, so did my blood pressure. I hope you all found value in this video, and I will link Dr. Tony Hampton's video in the description box below. So if you know anyone who is suffering from high blood pressure and you want them to heal from it, you can share his video with them. This has been news you can use from the carnivore community. Thank you for watching.